So I got this idea today that we're going to be talking about mains, and typically what I think of them, like what your uh, main says about you, and yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Striker mains, I've actually never met a striker main. Usually, if you look up their stats or whatever, it's usually just because they don't have any other ops to play, and they don't typically like the other ops. Um, and typically they are golds. Most of the striker people that I've met that play striker a lot are usually golds, but they're not that good. Like usually they do one or two things and they're done, and they get like one or two kills and they die. Is there even sledge mains anymore? like seriously, is there any sledge mains anymore? Because I just don't think there is. Like I think they typically fell off. I've never heard somebody say, "Oh yeah, I'm a sledge main in 2024." Thatcher mains, y'all are nasty. Like I'm gonna be honest, like it's in between. It's either you're absolute garbage, but you're still useful to the team, or you're just nasty. Like you will get that wall open, but you will somehow get a kill or two and then finally die. Like I don't know what it is. Ash mains, y'all are fucking brain dead. Like I don't know what it is, but every single time I see somebody go Ash, I automatically know it's gonna go bad. Like there's two ways it goes, no matter what rank it is. Either you're gonna get picked off by somebody roaming because you just breached into the main breach and hoped for the best, or you get interrogated. There's never been a moment. It's very little that I've seen a Ash main breach in and ace the whole team. Very little. Like I mean, just usually you're dog shit. Thermite mains, y'all are nasty too. Like my God, I'll admit it. Thermite mains are very hard to counter. Y'all are usually pretty smart and pretty, like, I'm not gonna say slow moving, but y'all are usually pretty good. I'll just say it that. Like usually if you are thermite, you're either high gold, almost into plat, or champ. That's the two ranks. Anything lower, you're not playing thermite. Twitch, okay, if you can control this gun without using anything like scripts or anything like that help you with or Cronus or anything like that, then you're nasty. But other than that, pretty ass. Like you're just trying to be different mainly, and you're trying to act like you can control something that is impossible to control. God damn it. Monty mains, I hate y'all. Like any shield up, I typically hate you guys because it is such a annoying thing to deal with. I think I barely use these mains or these ops, but typically if you main Monty, you have no gun skill. That is one thing, is you have no gun skill, but you are still useful to the team because you will at least either pick off the one dummy that is roaming, or you'll just sit in sight and typically either get killed by somebody or killed by a C4. That's typically how it goes. Glaz. Now, this is interesting. So usually, it's hard to put it. You're either a low rank copper that still thinks Glaz is amazing, or you are a emerald that could actually be pretty good with Glaz. There's no in between. It is seriously like either you're good with Glaz or you're shit. It's either one. Fuse. I don't typically. I don't hate Fuse mains. I really don't, because y'all are usually chill. Like, y'all are ass at the game. Y'all know you're not good at the game. And you have no gun skill, so you're usually just chill and just going for fuse kills at this point. But still, the point is, y'all suck. Same as Monty. I mean, do I have to say anything else? Like, you have no gun skill, and only way you win is by doing the flash ability. Like, I just don't know. Like, I even have the weirdest gear on Blitz because I don't play him much. I don't like playing shield ops. It makes me feel like a scum. IQ. Now, I feel like she's an underrated op, and I'm not an IQ main at all. I like to play her, and it's not because of her looks at all. It's just mainly because they're a gadget. They do need to buff it, in my opinion. But overall, IQ mains, there's very little of you guys, so I appreciate y'all. But at the same time, it's time to move on to a new main. Now, Buck mains. Y'all are nasty as fuck. Like, what did y'all just start playing FPS games 24/7 or something? Because holy fuck, like, either you guys can aim or you can't. It's like typical. There's no in between. There's no like mild Buck player. Like, either you're, even with bad aim, you're still a good Buck player. Like, you know what you're doing. But then you got the really good Buck players that can aim and know what they're doing. Like, typically Buck players are nasty. Blackbeard. I mean, do I have to say anything else? You crutch Blackbeard because you typically cannot take on 1v1s, and you know that. You know you can't handle it. So then you go this operator knowing that you're going to win the one-on-one fight against any op, even Clash. And yeah, I used to respect Blackbeard mains, but not anymore. Capiteo mains. I typically don't see Capiteo mains that much anymore. And typically if I do, especially solo queuing, y'all don't really do much. I know that sounds terrible, but usually nothing happens. You're either okay at the game or pretty ass. That's what I gotta say about Capiteo main. Hibana mains. Now, I'm a Hibana main. I used to play her a bunch, but then I'm trying to switch my role on how I play. But anyways, Hibana mains are nasty as hell. Y'all are either, like, it's either you have a shitty Hibana on your team, or something that Hibana pulls a ace out of nowhere. Like, they're just nasty. Like, there's no in between. And this is coming even from a Hibana main that usually sees other Hibanas. Like, typically people want you on your team. Like, or on their team. There is no Jackal mains at all. Anybody that plays them is just ass at the game. Like, I'm saying that now. You depend on a live ping to get you kills, and you think you're good at the game, but you're really not. That's all I gotta say. Ying mains. Y'all are the most annoying motherfucker. Anyways, yeah, I mean, y'all just depend on the easiest op in the game. Like, it does not take much. You're basically the same as a Jackal main. Zofia mains. Are there any still out there? Because, good lord, after all the nerfs, I don't think there's any Zofia mains. But I'm going to be honest, if you are still a Zofia main, it's time to find a new one, bud. Dokkaebi mains. I swear y'all are Boss G crutches. Like, I swear y'all only go this op because of this shotgun. And to be honest, I sometimes do too, so I can actually vouch for it. But it's time to choose something else, because the more y'all use it, Ubisoft will nerf it, so just be ready. Just be ready for that nerf. But yeah, I mean, y'all don't touch grass. Y'all literally throw a tantrum when your team loses. You know, like half the time it's y'all's fault because y'all will either push in and think you can get kills like Ash, and then you'll die and blame your teammates. Y'all are sometimes the problem. Lion mains. Is there even any more lion mains out there? Like, this is actually a general question. Typically lion mains are coppers. They usually they're like a slow gameplay, so they don't really know what they're doing. But yeah, I mean, literally, they're just copper. I don't know what else to say. Finka mains. Now there is typically the Finka mains are emeralds that I see a lot, or even coppers, and y'all still don't know how to play this op. Like, I swear, they're like almost no one knows how to play this op, even the mains. Typically, like a character will get hurt, or like even like quarterly hurt, and you will not do the Finka boost for whatever reason. But typically, just you guys do not know how to play her. Maverick mains. Now there's this one. It's between two. It's either you're really bad at the game and you don't know what you're doing and you think you can play Maverick, or you're super nasty and you frustrate the other team like crazy and you make them really second guess on if they're going to win the game or not. Now, Nomad mains. I used to be a Nomad main. I still play her a pretty good amount, but not much. But what I can say is we're probably the smartest motherfuckers in the whole, well, except for Thermite mains, but like typically the team loves to have you on the team because as long as you place down her air jabs, you are helpful to the team. Like that's basically what it is. Usually you're a pretty high rank. Typically you're probably plat or higher if you play Nomad or main her. So yeah, we love our Nomads. Gridlock. I guess you're just I don't know. If you're a Gridlock main, I just think you just crutched the hitbox because her, for whatever reason, she could tank a lot of shit. But I don't even really think there's much Gridlock mains out there. Knock mains, I mean, do I have to say anything else? I think it's just time to move on from this operator. If you main her, you typically try to go behind objective or try to sneak in, get like one kill and then die. And then you're just not even useful to the team anymore. That's typically what I see. Amaru mains. What the fuck? Like, how do you even main this operator? There's just no way. I mean, I could do a whole video just only playing Amaru, but I mean, well, actually, yeah. Let me know down in the comments below if you want to see me only play Amaru or just even any op. Like, just have me do a challenge. But generally, I don't think there is Amaru mains out there. I really don't. And if you do, you're just dumb. Sorry. Kali mains. I swear to God, these are the mains that I mostly hate, and here's the reason why. Either you sit in the back of the eject or in the back of the spawn when everyone is dead, and you think they are going to peek you, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. But for the love of God, Kali mains, please get into ejective, especially when everyone's dead. Iana mains, let's be honest. I mean, she used to be good, but now she's just eh. Usually you just pick her, or if you're still maining her, I'm sorry, you're probably suffering, or probably not because of her elite skin, but mainly just suffering at this point. That's all it is. Ace mains, we love you. Typically, it's in between. Usually, if it's an ace main, you are playing mainly for support. You're not really playing to get kills. You're there to help your team, and we love you. We love you, ace mains. Keep going. If you're a zero main, you love cameras. Typically, if you're a zero main, you're probably a Valk main on defense. I mean, there's not much to say about that, really. Florist mains, I hate you guys. I typically do. Or typically, I do. Most of the time when I'm watching a florist, they're either using the drone for something they should not be doing, like blowing up something else, or they go in the same drone hole. Like y'all kill me. Like seriously. Osa mains. I mean, yeah, y'all are boring, but at the same time, you're probably nasty. Like you're probably that clutch player that everyone depends on typically. Sens mains. Yeah, I mean, do I have to say anything else? Like, your ability is annoying now. Um, and to be honest, you're just trying to be different. You're trying to play an op that nobody else plays and think you're good because you could play them. That's all I really gotta say. Gray mains, y'all are nasty as fuck. I'll be honest, like you are usually the one that makes the play for the team. You're either diamond or up, or even like up there in the top champ. Uh, yeah, that's mainly what I gotta say. Brava mains. I love my Brava mains, but for the love of God, whenever it is the last person alive, or if you're the last person alive, please, for the love of God, get off your drones. Please, for the love of God. I hate whenever I die and it goes right to the Brava and she's just sitting there on her drone. Like, what are you doing? You're not doing anything to change the outcome. You might as well just get off and try to go clutch it. Like, come on. Ram mains. You know, there's two typical type of ram mains. There's either the ones that want to go Ash, but then their Ash gets picked by the other Ash main, or you're actually pretty nasty. Like, you actually understand how this operator works, and you know what you're doing. Like, you typically could clutch the round with what you're gonna do. All right, so now this is gonna be a different take on Deimos mains. I'm gonna say this: y'all are weird, but you're also nasty. Like, you know how to counter most ops, and you most likely win the 1v1. But other than that, you're useless in a 5v5. All right, now we're gonna move to defending, starting with Sentry. Typically, Sentry players or Sentry mains are just tryhards like crazy because the combo of impacts and C4s and deployable shield is crazy. I mean, you can't do them all three together, but the fact that you could swap them out and make it work is just crazy. I mean, y'all are typically sweats and just don't know how to play the game competitively without being a sweat. Smoke mains. Now, y'all can be nasty too. I do have to say this, that most smoke mains I meet are pretty good at keeping people, or are usually pretty good at clutching 1v1s, so I typically like my smoke mains. Mute mains, we love you. We need you in every single rank stack, and y'all usually come out and perform. You may not get a kill that round, or you may not clutch, but we still love that you went mute. Castle mains, I freaking hate you. I seriously do. Like, y'all do not know. I mean, unless you're a high rank castle main, then you know what you're doing. But low ranks, for the love of God, just get off castle, just please. Like, y'all will literally castle off the wrong things and screw over the whole team. Like, there's no in between. Pulse mains, I hate you too. Y'all will legit well, there's two reasons that you go Pulse. One is Jinxie. Two, you think you're different. You think you're going to clutch by going downstairs or below objective and throwing a C4 that's going to stop the plant. That's typically the two. Doc mains. Go outside. Like, every single person I've seen that mains Doc is typically a sweat and is a 1.5 crutch. Like, there's no in between. It is so annoying to be playing ranked, and the main reason, or even standard, and the main reason that you will get killed is because there's a Doc main on the other team. Like, holy hell. Go touch grass. Rook mains, I feel your pain. Your boy really needs a buff. He really does. Other than that, you just play him just to play him. Or if Doc gets picked, that's typically who you go to next because you're just a 1.5 crutch too. Kapkan mains. Now, I am going to say this because I love you on my team, but I hate you on attack. Typically, it is mainly female gamers that will play Kapkan because it is easier for basically any kill. But other than that, I mean, that's mainly what it is. Like, I don't think there's really many champ players that crutch Kapkan or main him. So, I mean, yeah. Tachanka mains. Y'all are just memes. Y'all are just gonna go spawn peek, hope to get a kill, and if you die, you just die. I mean, that's mainly it. Jaeger mains. Y'all are terrifying as fuck. Like, what? Who hurt you, mainly? Like, who hurt you? Like, you guys are scary in this game. Like, it's either way. Either you're decent and you will still get a kill, or you're just absolutely nasty and you terrify the other team, like, very quickly. It's either one. Bandit mains. I swear to God, most bandit mains are either just, like, there is no good bandit main. You're either decent or you're ass. Like, there's nothing else. Frost mains. Now, I used to be a Frost main, but I stopped maining her. Trying to think of what to say about Frost mains. Typically, it's newer players because they don't know what they're doing, so they're trying to get easy kills off the Frost mat. Yeah, I mean, it's just mainly for newer players. Valk mains. Y'all are either super toxic and yell at your teammates for no reason, typically. Like, you won't give callouts and you just scream at your teammates. Or you're completely nasty at this game. Like, usually you'll know easy spots to get picks or easy spots to get C4s, or you just know when to clutch. Like, you will pull out a clutch, usually. Caveira mains, I mean, does there need to be anything else said? Like, y'all are the most useless mains in this game. I have to say that now because, my God, like, typically if I see someone go Cav, I'm sitting there going, alright, so they're not going to be alive in a few minutes, because they usually get picked off like idiots. Echo mains. Y'all can typically do okay, but not fully. It's either or. Like, either you're really good or you're ass. It's either one. There's no in between. Mira mains. Y'all are loved. Typically, well, it depends. If you're a really good Mira main, then you're loved. If not, then I hate them. Like, the fact that even when somebody is telling you not to place a Mira there because it's not a good Mira, and you team kill out of it, just, it is such an annoying thing. But when you do place a good Mira, I just want to kiss him. Pause. Lesion mains. Now I gotta be careful about this because my girlfriend mains Lesion. I do have to say this. You typically crutch Lesion because of his gun. It doesn't have much recoil. It's pretty good. But sometimes y'all are nasty. Like, I will not complain if there's a good Lesion main on my team. Now, Ela mains. This is going to kind of go against me because this is who I main a lot, as you can tell. There's no in between Ela mains. There really isn't. It's either we're nasty and we can control the recoil and we're really good at the game and we typically pull some clutches out of our ass out of nowhere, or we're pretty ass and we get 1 or 2 kills and die, or die right off the bat. I mean, there's really no in between. For ranks, typically people that main Ela are either plat or above. Like, I'll actually be honest, I'm saying that as a bronze 5 over here, but this is PC. I do it on console too. Yeah, I mean, usually Ela mains are way up there. That's all I gotta say about my main. Vigil mains. Do y'all have any friends? Like, seriously, nobody likes you. Every single time there's a Vigil, we just know you're a sweat or somebody that just... I mean, like, seriously, why? Like, the typical thing that I deal with Vigil mains is they'll be going like 0-4-0 and they'll go Vigil. And they will get a kill because of the Boss G. Like, it really is just terrible. Like, y'all are just wanting to be spoilt so bad. And that's just... It's just kind of sad. Maestro mains. There's 2 in-betweens. Either you're really nasty and you can clutch around by playing Maestro, or you're complete ass and you just wasted everybody's time. Like, typically you're out of objective and all the way somewhere where they couldn't find you, and either you'll clutch it and win the round and it was an amazing play, or all your Maestros get countered and then you waste a whole minute just to get picked off by Ashe or Twitch. Like, sometimes there's no reason to go them or go him. Alibi mains. I'm gonna say this because I have faced a couple. Y'all are nasty too. Like, typically, like, y'all will know how to counter a ping, and pretty much you're pretty good at the game. Like, you can understand how to counter a ping, or how to just play really weird and counter somebody. But other than that, you're either nasty or you're ass the game. It's in between, just like Ela. Clash mains. Y'all have no life. I seriously hate Clash mains. There is no Clash main that somebody goes, oh yeah, that guy is really good. Usually they get so much shit talk. And it's because it's annoying as hell to be in a 1v1 situation against a Clash. Usually it's just GG's because you're not going to win against a Clash. Cade mains, we love you. We keep up your good shit. Usually you're either nasty and you could just sit in a corner and pick people off, or you could be ass but still be useful to the team. Mozzie mains. You miss how good Mozzie was when he had a 1.5, but you are either really good or really bad at the game, or really bad in general and just aren't useful to the team. It's either way. Warden. I swear most Warden mains are brain dead nowadays. Like, the ones I face that usually play Warden a bunch don't know what they're doing. Like, they're usually predictable and I can counter them pretty easily. But the nasty Warden mains, like, y'all are scary. Y'all are just like Jaeger. Like, there's just no countering you. Goyo mains. I don't know what it is, but for me, I could typically counter a Goyo main. But overall, like, good Goyo mains are terrifying too. Like, y'all could wreck a whole team if you wanted to. Wamai mains. Is there even Wamai mains anymore? After he got his 1.5 removed? I mean, seriously, if you play him, you're just a wannabe Melusi main, I swear. Oryx, I actually love Oryx mains. I really do. Typically, y'all are really good roamers and can pick off a pretty good amount of the team, or you could just absolutely save my ass against a shield. I'm going to say that now. Melusi mains, I hate y'all. Y'all are just wanting to be so good at the game but don't know how to use her ability yet or her gun. Like, typically it's either or, and y'all are annoying as hell. You're usually a little squeaker that's yelling in the mic 24/7. Aruni mains. I actually don't have much to diss about Aruni mains. Sometimes y'all are nasty and sometimes y'all are not. There's no in between. Yeah. That's all I gotta say about those. Thunderbird main. You were just wanting to be different because you could just literally go Doc and it could be a lot better. Thunderbird mains, y'all are typically chill. Like, usually you just know you're probably not going to clutch or win, so you're just chill. Thorn mains. Y'all know your ass, so then you depend on this gun right here that has no recoil and this gadget to possibly get a kill. You know it's not going to get you a kill, but you just go her for this gun right here. I mean, there's not much to say. There's no good Thorn main at all. Azami mains. Y'all are nasty. I swear to God, I even started maining her too and started learning how to typically play her. And my God, like, now I understand why y'all are feared. Because, good God, I don't know how many times I get shredded by an Azami main. But y'all are pretty nasty. Solus mains. I mean, y'all just love the P90. That's really it. I'm sorry, but that's it. Fenrir mains. Y'all love annoying the hell out of players. You're probably typically a shield main on attack, and you just love to piss off the other team. That's all I can think of. Tuberano mains. Y'all, to be honest, I don't know how to feel about Tuberano. Yeah, I mean, I really don't know because I've never really even seen one. Scopos mains, I don't really even think y'all are a thing. And if you are, you typically get C4'd. And it's pretty funny to see because usually y'all go into a huge fit or you just accept your fate. It's one of those. But, yeah, that's all the operators. If you guys want to see a video of me playing any of them for, like, maybe even a whole day or something, just let me know down in the comments below. I might even start doing that, like, Ash, like a whole video of Ash or a whole video of Thatcher or whoever. You know, it can even be Ella if you guys wanted it. But yeah, if you guys like that, or if you guys like this video, like, subscribe, and comment. And yeah, and tell me what other op you would like to see me play, or even just if you want some tips on some of the things for, like, each op that I've learned. I can even do that kind of video too. But I'll see you guys in the next one.